If you want to create a playoff Rajon Rondo build that can break ankles, dot everybody, and play lockdown defense, make sure you stick around for the rest of this video and don't miss any steps when we create the build. What's up, Pinky Gang? It's your boy Zach back with another video, and in today's video we are creating a prime Rajon Rondo build. Back when he was on the Celtics, literally leading the team, he was the captain of that Celtics team that won that ring. So yeah, we're gonna be creating him in today's video. His playoff play has been elevated pretty high. He's been playing great in the playoffs, so yeah, we're gonna just make his build today. It had me reminiscing about the good old Boston Celtics team. So yeah, let's get straight into it. His position is a point guard. He is right-handed, but he's probably one of the most closest players in the league to being ambidextrous. He is a tremendous dribbler and passer with both hands. Like, this dude, he's great. He's great, trust me. Now, his Celtics number was number 9, and that's when he was in his prime, so we're gonna go with that. The pie chart we're going to pick is this red and yellow one right here. You could probably argue this pie chart here, but we want really good defense on this build, so this is the one we're going to go with here. Now for our physical profile, we're going to pick this one right here, just because I feel like it fits the way he played. Now, we're going to make this player small, just like Rajon Rondo. You probably could pick the one with vertical, but I don't really think that Rajon Rondo had vertical. He wasn't a great leaper. I mean, he was in high school, and then injuries like derailed him a little bit. But we're going to go with the one with the most speed, just because. Now, the way we're going to spend our attributes is pretty decent. We're only going to get one finishing badge, so we're going to max out our driving layup because he was a really crafty player around the hoop. He was really good at getting in the hoop, and he was really good at finishing. And an 84 driving layup definitely helps that. We don't need a ton of badges, but that definitely is going to help. He wasn't much of a dunker, or like he wasn't much of just a finisher around the hoop other than his layups. For our shooting, we're going to max out everything in this category to get as many shooting badges as we possibly can. For our playmaking, we're going to max this out. We're going to put our post moves until we get right at 23 playmaking, because that's the max amount you can get. For our defense, we're going to put up our interior defense max and then go -1. We're going to max out our perimeter defense, our lateral quickness, our steal, our block, put the rest on our defensive rebound. And as you can see, we have 1 finishing badge, 11 shooting badges, 23 playmaking, and 1 defensive and rebounding badges. So that is a lot of badges. It is very well rounded. You can shoot with this build, you can play make with this build. You're gonna make the height a little bit smaller, so our ball handle is gonna be crazy. We're gonna be able to speed boost off rip. We're gonna lock up everybody. So yeah, our body shape, I believe it's defined. Rondo was not a very big guy. He kind of looked like a kid playing with a bunch of guys. It was pretty funny. But his height, he's listed at 6'1". He's listed at 171 pounds, but you don't really need to do that. Like, you're still gonna have a 95 speed, so I would just max out your weight. There's no reason not to. You don't lose anything and you only gain stuff. So there's literally no reason to minimize your weight or even change it anything lower than max. Now for our wingspan, you could go minimum if you want that shooting, but I do not advise it at all, especially because you do not play like Rondo if you're playing like that. Rajon Rondo has a 6'9" wingspan as a 6'1" player, so we're gonna max out our wingspan here. And as you can see, our defense goes up a ton. We have a 95 steal. At 99 overall, you're gonna have a 99 steal. And we still have the ability to speed boost with max wingspan. We can still hit the midi. We're gonna have an 84 driving layup still. We don't lose much, but the only thing that is down is a little bit of our shooting, but we're fine. Now for the takeovers, it's really up to you. You can go lockdown or playmaking. Obviously, Rondo was a better playmaker, so this is why I'm leaning towards playmaking takeover, so that's what we're gonna go with. And as you can see, we have built a two-way playmaker with shades of Gary Payton, Chris Paul, and Eric Bledsoe. Actually, pretty funny thing about Chris Paul, there was this dude who made a video and he walked up to Rajon Rondo and he was like, "Oh, look, my favorite point guard, Chris Paul," and it was Rajon Rondo, and he's pretty pissed. So I'm gonna roll that real quick just because, I don't know, I was thinking of it. It was pretty funny.
That's my favorite point guard, Chris Paul, man. Chris Paul, man. What's up, man?
Who?
You ain't Chris Paul?
Nah, who are you?
Oh, you ain't Chris? Oh, you the wrong person?
Alright, so obviously we're gonna test our player out at a 99 overall. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. For our finishing, we're gonna max out our contact finish, or no, you know what? We're gonna go Giant Slayer. He's a pretty small guy, and you want to be able to finish over those taller defenders in the paint. For our shooting, I think we should go with gold range, gold catch, gold corner, maybe silver green machine. That seems about right. He wasn't much of a shooter, but if you want to be able to shoot it all in this build, you're going to want this. Once you get your hotspots, obviously get your hot zone hunter as high as you can get it, just because that's the best shooting badge in the game. With all of our 24 playmaking badges, we can do a lot of things here. Honestly, Rondo is definitely a floor general. He has quick first step. He didn't dribble too much, so I'm going to give him gold handles for days. Hall of Fame dimer, and a badge that I'm looking for. He was a great flashy passer. He was one of the best flashy passers probably I've ever seen. He has some crazy highlights. That's what made him so fun to watch. He was a real floor general, and he could definitely pass the ball like crazy. And we're gonna go Hall of Fame bailout because this dude was just a passing wizard. He was literally, he was so good at reading the defense. Now for our defensive badges, we're going to just put on perimeter types of badges because we're not going to be doing too much guarding in the bigs, especially because we are 6'1". So what we're going to do is going to max out our clamps, our intimidator, pickpocket, pick dodger. We're going to put on silver rim protector, silver chase down, and we might as well just put on bronze interceptor. If you guys don't want any of these badges, the reason I put these on is because you're gonna want to be able to get chase down blocks once you get beat off the dribble. But if you don't want that, we can just do something like this. We have a lot of potential with this build. I definitely advise you guys to make it. So that's gonna wrap up the video. This build is insane. You guys definitely should make it. If you do like undersized point guards and you do like a challenge, I suggest you guys make this build. It's definitely not the most comp build, but Ron has been going off lately, and I think you definitely should consider making this build because he's a fun player to recreate in 2K, right? Also, I want to thank you guys for the growth on the channel recently. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. We've been growing like crazy. We're getting like 20-30 subs a day, man. This is going insane. This is the best thing I could have asked for, and I thank you guys a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.